Alright, so let's visit the I had to wear my boots today because I'm walking through this. It's been rainy, and I need to wear a little more solid shoes through this part. So we're going to go visit the cross. Well, yeah, I guess just the cross. We shouldn't be visiting the cross. We should be carrying the cross, ideally. Easier said than done. But come with the help of God and Christ, all things are possible. He gives me the strength. Beautiful day. But the cross of the Nomad Empires of the half-step, which is the cross for the Nomad Empires who decide to transpose their lives to another key. Up or down? Should we transpose our lives up, or should we transpose our lives down? And the paradox is that since the clearance of the gates of heaven is not tall enough to fit pride, you have to duck to get through the gates of heaven. And so you should transpose your life down, paradoxically, to go up. So if you're in E, you need to tune to E flat in order to make it to the higher keys. I don't know. That terminology is dangerous because you start getting into haughty, elevate yourself, and all that stuff, and that's very, very dangerous. So I tried to film the tienda, but the camera decided to, God forbid it'll do it again, but the camera decided to not let me. So we'll come up here now. The cross of the Nomad Empires of the half-step. These boots have zero tread. Now I know where the mosquitoes come from. A mosquito farm, local mosquito farm. It's been raining a lot here. But the reason it's the Nomad Empires is because the rightness of this small Mexican town persists. Well, I can't get gringos to respond to so much as an email. I have, for reasons that are not interesting, seriously considered leaving this town at the end of the month, which would be, today. And I actually saw, it was actually I shook hands and was actually kind of sad. The neighbor was kind of sad, not just kind of lamented and like, oh, that's too bad. Genuinely felt that you could tell that he really meant it. And the guy doesn't speak a lick of English, not a syllable of English. And in direct contrast to that, all I can find back in the States to play in the bands are professional quitters. There's nobody that commits anything. They all say, they don't say it. They do sometimes, but they all think I'm too much. And you know why they think that? It's because they're not enough. And it makes me think about the opportunities. So that's the cross of the Nomad Empires of the half-step. But it makes me think that the opportunities, I kind of lost my train of thought there, perhaps intentionally. Let's go the weird way through the but there's no rightness up there. Why not? I mean, it's like I ask, it's let's address the not quite elephant in the room, perhaps the raccoon or the badger, but you know, you show up in town. In my case, it would be me, but it could be anybody doing anything, and you want to play, and you start a band, and instantly, all of the jealous control freaks who keep you down so that they can maintain control over their misery. That's what they're good at, and to the point that you can't actually make a living. So you come up with these ideas to transcend that, and nobody shares the vision? It's like, isn't the vision supposed to be to transpose your life? Are you really genuinely happy going nowhere? Are you happy in that band with the I'm not going to even say anything because there's really nobody's going to watch this, but hey, I'm going to start. Here, I don't want to weird the neighbor out. Maybe this isn't an interesting video. Or maybe it's extremely interesting. I don't care. I never do this kind of stuff. I don't film anything. I don't like filming people. I don't like to be filmed. I don't like to film them. I'm not a journalist. ¿Cómo está, man? Buenas tardes. Yeah, sí. Gracias para el sol, huh? Muy mejor. ¿Es tu perro? ¿Qué es su nombre? ¿Cómo está? Oh, no siento miedo. No tengas miedo. Lo mismo, hey. Yeah, bien día, dude. What's up, guys? I don't know. They're asking me all kinds of complicated questions, and all I can say is, whatever, man. I don't know what you want. Dog biscuits? Truth? A bone? Meaning? Is there a difference? Let's see if Bob and Marley are around. Bob and Marley are the neighbor's dogs. The battery's about to die. But, I mean, it's like, the reason that if somebody's too much for you, why doesn't it ever occur to you that you're not enough for them, and that you are, in fact, a hindrance on your own spiritual growth by virtue of thinking yourself haughty and transposing and thinking that you're believing yourself to be transposing yourself higher into a higher key of life. You're actually transposing yourself down. Whereas if you put your ego on the ground and got on your knees, not in front of anybody, but just, you know, and showed yourself, you know, grateful for whatever it is, because there's rightness here. These people are right. There's rightness in this place, man. You know, these people expressed sorrow and they wave at me. Up in the States, it's like, you know, a bunch of self-righteous, dismissive, you know, so lower yourself, you know, transpose your key downward. Those aren't my friends. Where's my friends? Well, I'm down with it. I'll be your friend, but I just don't know you. I think I met once, actually. I met that guy. They're friendly doggies. Here's my other friends. They're not here. Anyway, so I took the plates off because I had some plates stolen. I was parked down the street, and they stole my plates. The delinquentes, some kids. It was a sport theft, obviously, but and then once it became clear that this was actually a pretty friendly town, and I could trust my van on the street, I'm like, well, it just takes one lethal drunk who sees an American license plate and thinks trophy. That's all it takes. Like the people I've met, I don't have any, I'm not worried about them. But anyway, so okay, well, I guess that's it. So transpose your life. Now you've been to the cross of the Nomad Empires of the half step. Just decide which half step you want to transpose. I did lock the back. Well, that's the yard. Thanks for listening. Dios te bendiga. Hasta luego. And this is kind of why I'm showing you this. Because this is a gift from God. I'm showing you this not to boast and say, oh, look where I live, because this is actually a leaky little house, and if the weather's not nice, it's actually not nice in there. I lived in a van for 15 years, so don't try to illuminate me or educate me on that, please. But God is keeping me here. He's keeping me here. There's been 2 solid times where I have been packed and ready to walk out the door, and not only are the neighbors cool, but it's just there's rightness in it, and I don't deserve that. I'm not used to that, and I don't deserve it, and I want to thank the Lord Himself, who carried the cross to Calvary for all of us, and it's His mercy and grace that allows anything worth anything good at all. So this is a gift from God, and He led me here. This place wasn't listed on any kind of real estate sites, and He has kept me here for at least another month, and so God bless all y'all, and I don't know what to say, but 12 minutes is long enough. I'm glad it's only 12. It would have been 20 if the camera hadn't died before I walked into the tienda. Okay.